You're watching blackpeople.com.
All right.
Welcome to blackpeople.com.
Yeah, absolutely. So welcome back. We're at it again, and I am the first American Duchess.
I am T-Roy, back in the house. I love y'all, black people. Welcome to the show.
All right, and we are blackpeoples.com.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, all right. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about that Kevin Samuels
high value men
stuff and high value women.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Because there's some women too. Okay.
We're going to keep it straight. We're going to keep it real for y'all. We're going to bring up some topics, and listen, we're going to flip this thing right here. Stay tuned. You're going to really love this right here.
Okay, and I'm just letting you know right now that I may not agree with everything you say.
Oh, that's all right. That's the beauty of having a woman perspective and a man's perspective. I'm going to come from the man perspective. She's going to come from the woman perspective. And we're going to meet somewhere in the middle.
Maybe. I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to see.
Okay, so for we go ladies first, right? So for the ladies, we want to know, what is a high valued woman?
What is a high value woman?
Because we already know what we say is a high value man. Let's get to our part.
Yeah, I had no problem with that. I can do that because, I don't think that there's a cookie cutter that we can place on what is a high value woman, because for every man there's different. You see what I'm saying? And what I may say is a high value, it may not be high value for every man, but I'm going to generalize it so that we can get a concept. You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead on.
And I'm not going to talk to me personally what's a high value, because what I like, you may not like. But this is what I want to say. A high value woman is a woman that is suitable for that individual.
Okay.
So, when you deal with high value has to do with whatever you put a price on.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you put a price on the exterior of a woman, then, hey, you know what's going to happen. You're going to look at that woman. You're going to start valuing. You're going to say, man, I like her hair. I like her body. I like her shape. You know what I'm saying? I like the way she looks. I like her light, brown, whatever the case is. But then there's a deeper part of a high value woman that goes to the essence of who she is.
Because all that physical stuff can change.
It can change in a minute.
Just like that.
And that's the problem that I believe that our community have, because Kevin Samuel, is good. You have to really listen to everything he's saying, but when you get the snippets, you get into, women getting on there, they saying, what is a high value man? What's a high value woman? And they focus on the money. They focus on the physical aspects of a woman. And what it does, it projects that onto women. So they begin to change the way they look. They begin to, wear their hair a certain way, because they do value what we value. And
so we think we value your opinion.
Right.
Yes, that is true.
So they begin to change the dynamics of who they really are, and so, I like to go a little deeper, because, I love the exterior. But I like the inward part of a woman, the chasteness of a woman, the integrity of a woman, how she speaks to people really turns me on. All these type of things, how she conducts herself, in public, all these things that.
So she's not loud and ghetto and all that.
I don't too much like the ghetto, the popping the gum and the, and all this other stuff.
Fingers and the neck.
I don't do that. But I think that a high value woman, it's kind of hard for me, because I believe that it's destroying our community as black people. Because where I look at it is that you find that person that is suitable for you, and that's high value for you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I'm not looking for a woman that has 6 figures. I can make my own money.
Okay.
I got my own money. I'm not.
So,
looking
but if
for a
she
woman.
has 6 figures, does that make her less attractive
it's a turn,
or more attractive?
It's a turn off to me, you know, and I'm
Okay.
getting a little personal. It's a turn off to me because a lot of times when a woman has her own money, it's hard to get to the essence of who she is because somehow she's hiding behind that 6-figure and she's you know becomes controlling, you know. And I'm not saying all women.
Okay.
Now, if I can have the 6-figure, you know what I'm saying, and she has her own stuff and she has her own
I'm
business.
about to say, have it. Wait a
And
minute. How you gonna have her 6 figures? Okay, go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm saying that she has her 6 figures,
Right.
and she still has the chasteness, and she still has the quiet spirit. She still has the things that I value in a woman. Then that's a plus. But I'm not going to put that before this. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Okay.
going to make sure that you know that I have the rest of it. You know, do she believe in God? You know, all kinds of things that I look for in a high value woman. But if you get generalized, they'd say that a high value woman is 6 figures. She got her own stuff. You know, she got her own business. She got her own things, stuff like that. But that's not high value. You know, that's not
So
valuable
you're right.
to men.
For a long time, I thought men wanted women with, you know, education and money
Right.
and things of that sort. But when I began to question the
Right.
men about what is it that they want in a high valued woman, they didn't say any of that. They didn't say anything about degrees. They didn't say anything
Right.
about money
Yeah.
or anything like that. House, car. They didn't say anything like that. And I was like, what?
You know, I'm like Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Show me some stretch mark. I don't want the photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to the Facebook shop pictures and all the Instagram.
So you don't like Barbies?
Yeah, all that stuff. I'm not involved because I want to see what's under the hood. You know what I'm saying? And if it's some stretch mark, if it's some scar, if it's whatever you got going on, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? So you know that's what I'm trying to say is that you know, hey, make it real. If you make it real and you be authentic, then men pick up on that. They peep that out and things of that nature. So I think that that's more important than you making 6 figures and have a degree and things of that nature. Because y'all know me, I'm pro black all the way. And I think that what we have done is the education system has really affected our community in a way to where it causes a bigger gap between black and black men and black women. You know what I'm saying?
How so?
Because, you know, when a woman becomes educated, which I want a woman to have all the education that she wants and a man to have education as he wants, but when we educate ourselves and we begin to doctrinize on the system of education says that there's an elite group.
True.
You see what I'm saying? And then you start thinking that you're in this elite group and he ain't good enough. He a trash man, or he has a trade or whatever, but he can pay all the bills. You see what I'm saying? And all that other stuff. But you want to do that have a degree, a master's degree, which, you know, we have our degrees. You got I got a degree. But the thing about it is that shouldn't be that shouldn't be priority in our community. Because it was a time where, hey, bruh had a good job, worked for railroad, making just as much money as somebody that was an engineer, making just as much money as a doctor, you know, making $100,000 a year, you know, these type of things. But we put value on the wrong things that's causing more of a division between our community, because I want to see the statistics change. I want to see that my black sisters are married. Why do we have to be the first? Why does our black sister have to be the first to divorce and the last to get married sometime? You see what I'm saying? That there's 70% of our black women that are not wedded, that are not don't have a man in the house. And see what I'm saying? We got to change that statistic.
I see what you're saying, but let me speak
But we making the most money. We have the most education.
That's true.
But ain't no man in the house. And they raising children by themselves. That's a prison pipeline.
Absolutely. So let me speak for the black magic queens in the house, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you, I am educated. I do very well for myself. I have a couple of licenses and things are going great for me. I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot date a man that works at McDonald's. I can't do it. Not because he works at McDonald's, but partly because he works at McDonald's. Let's be real. It's partly because the conversation that we're going to have, what conversation can I have with him? How can I tell him that I saved one of my client's life? I saved them from committing suicide today, and I had to go to this. He may not understand. He may not understand that I went to a convention and all that. He may not understand.
Right,
what conversation can we have?
Okay.
With a man who fries at McDonald's?
Okay, I understand exactly where you're coming from, but you're coming from a personal. That's when we get into, I love this coin. Somebody coined it. We interviewed somebody. They said, date at your level. Man, that resonated so much. And what it means is that you date at your level of suitability.
Okay.
So what you're saying is correct for you.
Okay.
But our communities that and our people that are in our community and our culture, they may not necessarily have that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So that's why I'm speaking for Black Magic Girls.
Right. So you're speaking for a set of people in our community.
A set of people. Yeah.
Right. But you're not speaking for the set of people, set of women that are nurse or women that have a decent job that are struggling to put food on the table. She don't need to get caught up in what value, what society is saying, what is value. No. You need to get up in what's your level, and it don't mean that you're lesser, because you can you have to get a man that works as a garbage man, or like you said, a manager at McDonald's,
or you
whatever.
Get to get a man. Not you have to, but you get to get a man that works
right.
a decent
but that may be suitable for them.
Right.
Right. Because hey, I'm a licensed minister. But I'm not going to go Bible on y'all. But you got to understand. I believe that our Creator created man and woman, and he said it's not good for man to be alone.
Right.
That means that there's a suitable helpmeet. I'm going to make a suitable helpmeet for you that can rock with you, that can chop it up with you, like you saying, that got the conversation and things like that. But when we do like Kevin Samuel and the ladies that are on that's sweeping our community, we try to broad stroke it and say, hey, this is a high value man. This is a high value man that he makes this amount, or he's able to buy you this Mercedes or this right here. No, level up. Are you at that place? You see what I'm saying?
So wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me tell you right now. You saying, so if you are not of a certain caliber, you should not expect for your dude to be of a certain caliber.
No, I'm saying at his level. It's pressure out here on these brothers. Pressure.
I understand that. But
brothers are checking out.
You don't want to marry parallel. You want to marry. Women are trained to marry up. We're not trained to marry this way, okay?
What is up?
Up is a level up.
What is a level up?
So if you
say for instance you make more money. Say for instance you're more educated.
Okay.
Okay. So you're saying that, hey, I gotta go up in that, or I gotta go up in what?
So we're trying to go up in value, like, or we get status. I'll say status. So if you are poor, you are really trying to get that middle class man or that rich man. And if you are middle class, you're trying to get that rich man.
Hey,
and this is why the ladies are trying
keep it all the way 100.
They're trying to get the high value man because that's what we were taught.
I'm gonna keep it
Don't nobody want to be regular?
I get you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Go
ahead.
Get you all
the way 100.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna tell you, because I've been divorced before. But when she married me, I was young, but I had aspirations.
Okay, great.
You see what I'm saying? She, in essence, she was really marrying up, but in natural society way, it may be like, oh, he don't have this, he don't have that, he don't have this. then hey, you marrying down. But 10 years later, it's nothing that she can't buy. It ain't no place she can't go. It's no vacation she can't take. It's everybody knows her in the community. She on television because she married me.
Okay.
At that level. But this is what I'm saying.
She married up.
But yeah,
Just like
but
guys just
I
said.
wasn't up at the time. You see what I'm saying?
But you
What
said she married up when she married you in the beginning.
Yeah, but it wasn't at the level, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't up then. You know what I'm saying? I was young. I was just going into the military.
So you were young. What, was she young?
Yeah, she was young.
So how did she, okay, so she married parallel.
Well, I mean, I would say she married down. That's what I would say, because she had, even though I put her through college, you know, because I'm just ambitious like that.
Okay.
But she had her degree before me. You know, she had different things. What I'm getting at is this. This is what I'm getting at, Doc. This is what I'm getting at, sister. Is this right here.
All right.
You have to be very careful, because sometimes there's a diamond in the rough.
Oh, diamond.
There's a diamond. Oh, yeah, we got diamonds behind. Diamond in the rough. And I want to see our community be more aware of this spirituality, that sometimes God will hook you up with a dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like my
So it's
like my
okay
song.
to marry potential.
When I was down, you didn't want me. Now I'm up. You know what I'm saying?
So what if a woman marries potential and he never becomes a diamond? He remains a hard rock hole for the rest of his life, and now you stuck with that.
You married the wrong one, and that's a whole nother stuff. I'm writing a book about when you married the wrong person. But the thing about it is that when you are a jewel, when you're a woman, when you are a virtuous, when you are that woman, you can pull out of that man some things. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But then sometimes you try to hook up with the wrong one. That's a whole nother story. And then, yeah, you got to start all over, because he ain't trying to go nowhere.
So how do you know if you are hooking up or you get ready to marry somebody who is going to turn into a diamond or remain cold for the rest of his life?
That's where I got to get. See, because listen, brother, listen, sisters. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is spiritual. We need to get out of the culture trying to be like, you know, the white culture or different cultures. We are spiritual people, and we are connected to the Creator like no other culture. Like no other culture. You ever went to a black church or a white? It's a total different thing. You see what I'm saying? Because we're spiritual people. So I think that you got to have him involved in that. He gotta speak something to you. He gotta, let you know who's for you and things of that nature. Because sometimes there is a divine purpose. Sometimes there's a vision that he wants to bring to pass with you being with that brother. I've seen it so many times. Now I've seen it the other way, where you marry, somebody because they look good and things of that nature, and he ain't trying to go nowhere. He ain't trying to do nothing, or vice versa. And yeah, you're gonna wind up seeing that you can't change nobody. Who can we change? We can't change. God is the only person who can change somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
So why is he not in the equation?
That's what I'm saying.
Why is he not in the equation?
You're not gonna catch me marrying anybody who has potential. But okay, because I'm up in age. I know I look young and I look good, but I'm up in age, and I don't have time to see if this
Okay.
kernel of corn gonna pop into a piece of popcorn. I'm not doing it. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone.
And that's the problem. That is the issue of our culture. That's the issue of our culture. We have sisters that have made a decision to be alone. Brothers that have made a decision. I'll be out here. I'm just gonna hook up and I'm good. And what we need to understand. What we need to understand is that there's a deeper purpose in our culture coming together. And that's why I'm so adamant and so passionate about this, is reconnecting the black family.
Okay, yeah, I'm for that
too. There's no way that 70% of our women, ain't no other culture like that. No other culture on the world is high as what we have, 70%.
Okay.
of our people, our women are raising children by themselves, and it's a pipeline to the penitentiary. It's on drugs, on different things. Now, by the grace of God, sometimes it's not. I'm not saying that there is not. People that intervene and things happen and they become successful. I'm not saying that they can't raise them. What I'm saying is, why are we the only culture like that?
It's a little easier when you have a dad around. I'm just gonna say it like that. So it would be nice if we had. But what I would like to get into, because you make some good points. One thing I heard from a guy that I was dating, he said, it's not your money, because I'm going back to what we said originally. What's a high value woman? It's not your money, it's not your cars or anything like that, like I discussed before. He said the main thing that a man wants, ladies, and I need for you to listen to me, because a lot of us struggle. He said the main thing that he wants from a woman is the P word. And I was like, what? How you gonna come to me talking about the P word? And I was, I had turned real ethnic. I was like, P word? How dare you? I'm about to get my stuff and I'm about to leave. You can have you. But then he said, Duchess, I'm talking about peace. I said, oh, oops. Okay. So after I did all this and then I wasn't peaceful, I was like, oh, so I guess this is probably over because I didn't demonstrate peace. Yeah. So I was like, oops, lost that one, but now I know. So sisters, you're going to have to calm down. You're going to have to stop this and all that and show that man peace. Why is it important to show him peace? Because out there in the world, he don't hardly get no peace. Him don't get no peace.
Talk about it.
You can be his safe haven, because I tell a lot of my clients, so find your safe place. So if you are his safe place, guess where he gonna come when he just want to hang? Safe place. Guess where he's gonna come when he have a hard day? Safe place. And see, this is why we're gonna talk about this too later in another podcast, why men cheat. Because if you
we had a good one on that one.
If you are not his safe place, when he has a hard time, he gonna go to his safe place, and his safe place might be that side piece. Yeah. So, don't do it. So, peace. Peace is that P word that most men are looking for. So, be his peace.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And to the brothers, a lot of what women are looking for is they are looking for, it ain't in one word. It's like 3 or 4 P's. We got to always double up. You know what I'm saying? We always got to step up to the plate. There is protection. That's a P. Right. There is provision. That's a P. Right. And then I always say the profit. In other words, they need to know that you got a vision, that you can cover them, that, hey, if something happened, you're going to be steady, you're going to be a praying man, or whatever the case is, case of crisis. They don't need to see you freaking out. You see what I'm saying? They need to know that bruh man is together, it's going to be all right. Whatever you're going through. So I say
absolutely.
Those are the 3 P's.
So we all need P's.
Yeah, the P's. So we can talk about the P's, but brothers, we got like 3 P's. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say plan? Because I will tell you, I'm adding one because I'm a woman. I get to do that. The sexiest word to me from a man is not that P. That P-E-N-I-S. Can I do that? I didn't say it. I spelled it. But the sexiest word to me from a man that come out of his mouth is plan. P-L-A-N. If you have a plan, man, that's sexy.
And that's a vision. That's a vision. That's having a vision for the family. Is having a vision for the family. That's kind of our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But I hope and I pray and I believe that, hey, that we as people and as a black culture can change the narrative that we have in our community. Because I don't want brothers, every time I turn around, I got brothers giving up. They like, man, hey, I am not fooling with no black women. I ain't, you know, this is it for me.
And they going vanilla.
They going straight to the other culture, white culture. They going different other cultures because they can find those things in that culture. They can find
a piece in that vanilla.
But the thing about it is, and I see it from my sisters, my homegirls, that I talk to, is that they giving up on the men.
They going to the vanilla too.
They getting up on men.
They come with a prize.
We live in we're getting further and further away, and we have to begin to come together as a community. So we want to begin to destroy some of these narratives that are out there, and look at it from a different perspective. I want you to take away from this thing today. Y'all hear me? I want you to take away from this thing today that you need to level up. You need to get you need to forget about all this high value stuff. You need to forget about this value and all this other stuff. Well, I tell you like this, you won't be alone. You won't be alone. I got brothers out there that's alone. They doing it. I'm not saying you can't make no money.
They ready for a wife.
I'm not saying you can't make no money, you can't do, you know, business and all that other stuff. I'm not saying that. But who wants to die alone, man? What's the deal?
I not want to die alone.
You know, I'm saying change the narrative that we're talking about and begin to understand. We got to go back to the beginning. Suitable. Don't take this for society. How are we going to listen to them? And they've been lying to us for years about who we are and who we're not.
Plus, it's not enough. If you're trying to do a high value by money, it's not enough that's making the high value money.
To even go around, it's already a shortage. So we got good brothers out here. Ain't got a degree to first, driving a truck, making over $100,000. And then you over here sitting up and say, well, you gotta have this and you gotta have, but this brother right here is ready and he's looking for somebody, but he can't. He's giving up, and then vice versa. Women out here too, brothers, you gotta step up to the plate. You understand? You gotta wanna be a provider again.
Wanna be a leader.
Leadership.
With a plan.
Come on, talk about it.
Because if he's not making that salary, then he may make up for it with his protection. You know, he may be bringing in $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and you bringing in $100,000. But then, you know, at the end of the day, when you know somebody trying to break in, that $30,000, $40,000 man who going to go see what's going on with his bag, getting ready to kick some behind, looks the same as a $100,000 man to me.
Yeah, and listen, I want you to follow. I want you to subscribe. I want you to click that button. I want you to get on every platform that Black People is getting on. It's coming your way, because we're going to talk about, and we got some things in the pipeline that we're going to be empowering Black men to be able to make that type of money. It's out there to make that type of money, to investments. How to budget, how to do different things, how to work on your credit. We talking about a whole bunch of things. How
to change the world.
You just change the narrative. And then women, hold on. Don't give up on the culture, because I'm telling you, we're going to take them in. We're going to mold them. We're going to make them. We're going to mentor them and things of that nature. They're going to be coming. And then vice versa. We're going to take the women and we're going to be mentoring them and changing the
softening them up a little bit and you know, trying to get them to be a little bit more open and a little bit less argumentative. I hear you, man. I know. And also, we're going to do some dating things. Blackpeople.com, we're going to put y'all together. We're not going to tell y'all, we're not going to, you know, we're going to put y'all in the same area. And what y'all do is what y'all do, right?
Right.
So we can't, you know, we're not going to match make, but we're going to game night.
Awesome. Other things that we can do today. Now, I'm not saying I got no problem with the club, the lounge, but listen, I'm telling you, blackpeople.com is coming your way.
All right. Yeah.
And we're coming your way. I want you to follow us, click on it. You know, I want you to be a part of what we're doing. Hey, it's coming.
And we're signing off. This is the First American Duchess saying I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey, this T. Roy. I love you, Black people. Be empowered. Be safe. We love you.